morning, everybody. Greetings, screeners and meaners. Today is an edition of Check It If Galactic Reviews. That's right. Today we're going to be checking out Transformation OverTurn. That's right. That is aka DeadEnd. All right. We back this up just a tad bit. All right. Get it focus going on. And there it is. We're going to take a look at the back of the box. There's the back of the box, and that's what you do when you got all 5 of them combined together. It really should be 6, but we're gonna let that go. Side of the box, nothing. Overturn here, get it? Overturn, and on top, nothing. But this logo, sorry. And we're gonna check out, see what's inside of the box. Okay, screeners and meaners. Here we're looking at inside of the box, and what we have here, in case people don't know, this is to make the smaller version of Optimus Prime to model with the rest of the Stunticons. And we're just going to put that aside there. And if you guys don't know, this is the upgraded pieces for the bottom of the trailer for Minosaur, and aka Powertrain. So I'm going to actually do a separate review for that, or actually sorry, a mock or something later for that. These, I don't know what this is for, but I would imagine these are some upgraded parts for some must needed help to help this thing stand, because I think a lot of people are having problems with that, but we're gonna let that go. We have the instruction manual. I already opened this up because I transformed it a few times, but that's it and stuff. And then this is the action instructions for the upgrades for this piece for Powertrain, little wheels in the back, but that's whatever for that. We're gonna just get this out the way and actually take this off the top here, and here we have OverTurn himself. All right, here we go. Okay, screeners, and here we are back with OverTurn. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's supposed to be I think it's supposed to be a Porsche, if I'm not mistaken, a Porsche or the Audi. I'm pretty for sure it's just a Porsche, but yeah, so you can look at this. And I'm sorry, my spindle or turntable is not available right now because it's actually being used. So yeah, so I mean, this is a nice piece here, I must say it is. I have some other things to get into later about the figure, but that we're not going to worry about that now. But it is a nice figure, and yes, it is a nice car mode. Okay, let's go to a size by size comparison. All right. Here we have oversized breakdown. Yes, and this is a big one. So, and we're going to bring in deluxe drift. And you can see the size comparison. You know, they'll fall back up a little bit. Sorry. Yeah, he falls right in between those scales there. So with that being said, here we're going to toss in Assassin's Creed's Indio. And you see Indio fits probably the best with that size. Actually, the color scheme even goes pretty good there. But that's a size by size human comparison versus, you know, the rest. Just go and, you know, just see how it looks. So it's not bad. I'm really digging it. So I'm actually I'm happy about this. Wish it was a little bit bigger. But we'll let that go. I'm not going to get into that. And that's pretty much about it. So let's go and keep this thing moving. Okay, pros and cons about this vehicle. The main thing that I do not too much care for, but I can understand why they did it, is that these wheels tend to pop out like on the side there. And it's pretty cool. I guess you can get them like a little lower appearance for the back, but it's really awkward. Both wheels do it, and I guess it's something to do in combined mode, but that is what it is from there. So, but that's a pro. I mean, that's a con for me. I don't too much care for that. And let's see, the front, this is very loose. It's a con for me, but I can actually do that good with some good stop motion. I wish it was something to stop it, but the only thing that really stops is the blaster there. That's pretty much. Oh, also here, these feel very loose, like they're gonna come off. If you can see that, it's like a little spongy going on there, spongy thing going on there with the rear view mirrors. But, you know, that's pretty much about it. The other cons I really have besides that is actually in transformation mode. But other than that, I actually love the vehicle. It is actually pretty cool indeed. I like this, how the setup back is right here. It looks like it's, you know, like super powered, or, you know, kind of like a roll bar for the bottom. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the transformation of this. Okay, screeners and meaners, here is Transformation OverTurn, aka DeadEnd, transformed, and I must say he looks absolutely on point. Yeah, man, he's got his guys going for going for himself. You know what I'm saying? So he's keeping himself together and stuff. Like he's been working out. He's got some bell bottom things going on, you know, stuff, you know, getting himself looking right for the ladies. Okay, screeners and meaners. Now time for the pros and cons. And the pros and cons. Now, honestly, the pros about this figure is absolutely a stunning figure. I am digging the color scheme. I am digging the paint chips. If you see, it's got like a little metallic thing going on. I'm even digging the bell bottoms. Digging that. Those are kind of cool, you know. So whatever. Let me see. I love the figure. I probably have an issue with the height and probably the lack of thickness of it, because I think it probably, with the size of it being is what it is, I think it should be even thicker, because it doesn't doesn't work well with me as far as the sitting next to powertrain. Because I appreciate these figures in the back. The reason why I put them out is because I had a feeling that he would not be in that size, so I kind of set them up. And I also put Minosaur in the background just to actually see whatever. And I know it's not all the members. I just put them on there as per what I'm buying them. You know, it's putting them together. You know, just to show a little bit of versatility. But the pros on it is that I actually love the figure. I really do. I thought it was cool. I really did. But I don't know. At first I wasn't even going to recommend buying this figure, because it had a lot of odd transformation when it did with the legs, but it is what it is from there and stuff. But pros, the vehicle's actually cool. I really like it. It's amazing. And it also transform mode. It's great. Cons is that, well, the legs for one, and the thickness of it, and also it seemed like it should be better. In my honest opinion, I think it's there, but the parts are very tight when you actually transform it, but then they can become very loose. So it's kind of like a one-shot deal. And that might be a con there with the gun just falling out his hand, but this is what it is in there. Or I'm sorry, off his side of his waist. So that's pretty much about it. I mean, everything else about it just works. I mean, I'm just happy, appreciate being that, the mere fact that somebody stepped up the game and actually made a proper setup for the Stunticons. And that's pretty much how that goes. You know, that's pretty much about it. Okay, screeners, moving on to the next. Let's go and get into the articulations points. We'll start here at the feet. You do have get a bend down. You don't have too much a turnaround. You do have the feet kind of closed, got this little thing going on. I think that would work, honestly, if I was actually doing some other stop motion. I think I might even have something that I can actually use that with for, but that's not the point. He got some bend out with the legs, you know, like he's going to do a drop kick, but he does get limited once he gets to this point there. I'm not sure if that's on purpose, or maybe I did something wrong, so I'm not sure. It does turn around, but it turns around at the hip. I would prefer it being right here on the leg here, but I get it. You know, it's probably for, you know, transformation reasons and stuff, or whatever the deal may be. All right, he's got this, his knees here that does bend forward. Doesn't get that much, but it's enough to have him like he's about to kick something, so that works for him and stuff. And also here, I might even be able to use this for some stop motion as far as his knees goes. All right, you do get a bend over full. So case, I'm sorry, no, he's not, wait, is he? Because does this come out? No, it doesn't. I thought he could do that. It's probably one of the other figures. Maybe not. Nope, there it is. There it is. All right, it's a little tight there. So yeah, he does have a you know, if he's gonna do a front flip, he does have like a bend over to look down, you know, look at you know, maybe stepped on a human by accident. All right, and then have that there. You do get a full swivel turn, because this has actually 360 degree because of the transformation. And then you come up here to the side of his arm. Again, another high turn on the elbows or above the elbow. I'm not too big on that because that makes a limitation, but again, it's gonna have to work. All right, and you get that much in the bend in the elbow, so that works. I mean, that works and stuff. There really no hyperextension. Well, maybe a little bit. Let me back it up a little bit and stuff. And I'm so actually surprised to see how thin he is in comparison of body versus some of the other combiners from other lines. But I guess it works and stuff. You're trying to still keep the way it is. And you have the twist in the arms. They turn all the way around. Even though it gets tight in some areas, it's enough for as if a person actually was to bend their hand around or turn. All right, you do get a full open. You do not get, it's not, this thumb does not move, so it stays pretty much in spot. But I appreciate any hand movement and open when it comes to the transformer line, because that actually works for me with other weapons I try to mock for them or use, you know, versus Lego or kre-o or whoever I want to use, if you've seen some of my older vids. All right, and you're going to actually put this up here. Look at that, it's chest, and let's see, oh, that's right, that flips down, sorry. His arm does get older, his shoulders, so he can shrug his shoulders high, if you guys can see that. Again, I need to back that up just a little bit. Okay, you know, trying to shrug his shoulders, put it down. There, back. All right, and his head does go down. Is that 360 degree? Yes. Wish his head was a little bit bigger, but it is what it is on that. All right, we're gonna go around to the backpack. And I appreciate the backpack because if you're gonna probably watch the stop motion, you can see that I did do something with his backpack and gave him some things to be able to use for his backpack. But I do like the backpack. I just like the way it looks. I'm a backpack fan, so anybody out there like, oh no, you know, Gerald, never, can't believe you don't know, but I am. I'm a backpack fan. I am. So that's just all to it. And these pieces here, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't used them yet. Is probably for either the combiner mode or just the hold, probably his blaster, to be honest with you. And didn't even check that out. Actually, see if that works. Oop, drop that there. Sorry, screeners. Sorry. And does that hold? Does that do anything? Looks like it might do something. Does that work? Yeah. Yeah. It works. Even if it doesn't. Yeah. If it doesn't, if you haven't seen it anywhere else, you heard it here first. Gerald Network. Gun and holster. For overturn. TFM. Anyways, all right, let's put him back here. Let's get the size by size comparison. All right, we're gonna bring in NZO AS Mega Blocks, aka American Construction, and that's the height on him there. Okay, we're going to bring in Voyager size Bumblebee, and we're also going to bring in Leader Class Optimus Prime Transformers. That's from part 1. So my favorite Optimus. I know he's hard to stand, but you can see the size by size comparison. We're going to bring in a bigger Voyager. I'm going to make Optimus put him on the side there. This is the knockoff, and actually I'm bringing the deluxe. Put him next to Bumblebee. That's the deluxe. This is the Last Night, aka Age of Extinction. We could bring in Crosshairs, knock off Voyager size. And that's what those scales fall into for overturn. And you can get in a little zoom in close there. You kind of see. I think the human scale works. I really like that pretty much with all of them. Even deluxe kinda, but it depends. Certain deluxe. Combiner Wars deluxe, I think kinda has, because they're kind of thicker than the whole movie scale deluxes. But we're gonna leave that alone stuff. So anyway, screeners and meaners, without further ado, you know you have more to view, so let's see what this thing can do. Okay, screeners and meaners, hope you enjoy that stop motion there. I don't know if I had a not fun or not, you know, making and stuff, but hey, look, this is Transformations Overturn moment. So hey, it's not me, it's this moment, it's whatever and stuff. And I got him set up like kind of, so what, it's whatever, you know, he doesn't care. Anyways. Okay, screeners and meaners, I appreciate you guys so much for actually to watch. I thank you guys so much for the support. As always, I mean, if you guys are out there, you're doing something, go ahead and go for it. I mean, do not stop. I know it's hard sometimes. I know it becomes difficult. I know life happens, but you got to keep going on and keep pushing through. That's just it. That's my message to you and to all. So, as always, do what you do as long as you do it well. Zero Network, and I'm out. Later.